Welcome to the Homeland Security Special Edition, Intelligence. I'm Anna Brooks. Terror is one of the most severe global threats, and the war on terror occupies the time of political leaders all over the world. Unlike previous wars, the current global campaigns are fought between Western militaries on the one hand and terrorist organizations on the other, skilled, armed militants that are driven by radical faith and hatred. Intelligence is the most important weapon in this new battlefield, since defining the enemy, locating and targeting it are a challenge that never before existed. There are two major challenges facing modern intelligence. The first is finding a needle in a haystack, isolating relevant information in a world saturated with digital data, and it's an extremely difficult task that requires many tools, knowledge, experience, and skill. The opposite facet of that same challenge is having too much information. Intelligence gathering technologies provide massive amounts of information that can never be processed by humans. The task of sorting out the less critical information can be just as difficult as collecting it in the first place. The second major challenge is the language and culture barrier. Languages and cultures of present-day enemies, who are mostly radical terrorist organizations, make it very difficult for intelligence agencies to reach useful insights based on collected materials. So how does the intelligence chain work exactly, starting with decisions made by politicians and eventually resulting in neutralized terrorists? In a series of new and unique reports, iHLS will review the modern intelligence world, the activities of intelligence organizations, law enforcement, counterterrorism, and the technologies behind them. In this report, we focus on the element of HUMINT, or human intelligence. In the following reports, we will review the other important intelligence elements, SIGINT, signal intelligence, which are technologies and activities aimed at uncovering enemy plans, methods and tools, timetables, important locations, and more, OSINT, or open source intelligence, which is information from the media and is very valuable, especially when using social networks to uncover terrorist cells that rely on these websites, sensors, cloning cameras, and other sensors that transmit specific information from key areas can help construct a complete operational and intelligence view, in addition to satellite and aerial photography. Videos and images transmitted by unmanned aerial vehicles and spy satellites can contain very useful information, perhaps even in real time, that can be used to clarify any previous intelligence and ensure before and during tactical operations such as arrests or assassinations. HUMINT, or human intelligence, has been around for millennia. The first known spies were sent out by Moses himself, 12 spies from 12 different tribes sent to provide a balanced intelligence picture of Canaan. They were carrying EEI, or essential elements of information, such as traversing the land, understanding its size, the strength of its warriors, and the way it's defended. Even in the modern age, the basics remain almost unchanged. Using human intelligence sources such as informants that operate inside minority communities, prisons, and enemy nations can provide a lot of information regarding the goals and methods of terrorist cells. Choosing the agents or spies remains one of the most complex issues, as evidenced by the large numbers of double agents, traitors to their operators, or governments that refuse to trust agents that betrayed their original governments. One example is the case of Ashraf Marwan, a suspected double agent whose reports were ignored before and during the 1973 Yom Kippur War. Human intelligence has many facets. It's costly and dangerous, but real-time information provided by informants is priceless and irreplaceable. Sometimes it's the only way to prevent a disastrous terrorist attack. In addition to physical hardships surrounding the use of human agents, and aside from the many legal issues, there are also many human and moral dilemmas, such as endangering the lives of the agent and his or her family. Aside from using local informants, almost every country also uses undercover spies of its own, working covertly even in the countries that are not currently hostile. Information provided by a local spy is considered highly reliable, but there's also the risk of that same spy being captured and giving up classified information regarding his operators before his death. Thank you for watching our special edition. See you at the same time, same place next week. And for further information, click the link below.